So let us solve the numericals of D'Alembert's principle. Okay. First numerical, and first numerical is a very practical numerical that we actually feel. It is the practical experience which is felt by so many of us, right? Okay, let us first study this numerical. An elevator cage of mine shaft weighing 8 kilonewton when empty is lifted. It is not lifted, it is lifted or lowered by means of a wire rope. It was a mine shaft, mine shaft. So is lifted or lowered by means of a wire rope, and the weight of the elevator cage was 8 kilonewton. Okay. Once a man weighing 600 newton is lowered, and that man is lifted or lowered, right, with uniform acceleration such that when a distance of 187.5 meter was covered. There are some grammatical mistakes in it, such that when a distance of 187.5 meter was covered, the velocity of the cage was 25 meter per second. That means 600 man was there inside the elevator cage, and it started from zero velocity, and when it traveled 187.5 meter distance, then the velocity of the cage was 25 meter per second, and it was lowered, right? It was going down. Okay. Then he's asking, determine the tension in the rope and the force entered by the man on the floor of the cage. He's asking what is the tension in the rope and the force entered by the man on the floor of the cage. Okay, so this question seems to be a bit difficult, but let us solve it, Okay. Okay. So okay. So this is the empty cage. Weight is 8 kilonewton. There is the tension experienced by the rope which is taking care of it, right? And then there is the man which is who is inside the cage. The weight of the man is 600 newton. The weight of the cage is 8000 newton, and again the tension in the this, and this cage was going down, right? Let us say it was going down by an acceleration of a. Okay. Now what he's asking what is the tension in the rope, T, this T, and force entered by the man on the floor of the cage. Okay. ये आदमी जो इस केज में जो खड़ा हुआ है, ये कितनी रिएक्शन इसमें डेवलप कर रहा होगा. Okay. Let us try to solve it. So now let us try to draw the free body diagram of this system, right? So if we draw the free body diagram, we just, this is the tension T in the rope, the total weight of the man as well as the cage, right? 8600 newton. Then acceleration A with which it is going down. What is that value of acceleration? It is already given that u is equal to 0, s is equal to 187.5, and v is equal to 25 meter per second. Or from this we can calculate v square is equal to u square plus twice as, or from this we will get that a is equal to 1.67 meter per second square, right? Okay. But now what was the D'Alembert principle? D'Alembert principle says that if it is going down, so we'll apply the equal and opposite force into the upward direction, so that this system will become stationary, right? So I already applied the same concept, and we applied W by G, that is M into A. We have to apply M into A. And why W by G? Because M is not given, and here Newton weight is given. So that is why W upon G. Okay. So W upon G into A. Now if this lift experience this type of force, then this system will become stationary, and once it is stationary, then we can always apply the equilibrium equation to it. So we applied that equilibrium equation, and what is that? That equilibrium equation says that, okay, T is in the upward direction, W by G into A is in the upward direction, and 8600 in the downward direction. This A is to be ignored because of this A, this pseudo force or imaginary force is already applied, right? So if we consider the vertical forces into equilibrium, then we can write down this formula: T plus W by G into A is equal to 8600, or T is equal to 8600 minus this, or T is equal to this. And what is the value of force entered by the mass, entered by the man? Let us say this is my man. This man is having 600 Newton weight, and this is the tension T experienced by the man. Sorry, the reaction T, reaction maybe is taken as T, right? And this man, again, this man was also going down by an acceleration of A, and if I wish to stop this man, then I need to apply the same amount of reaction to it, same amount of force to it. So what is that force? 600 upon G into A. Why 600? Because 600 was also in Newton, so I have to convert this Newton into mass. So 600 upon G into A. Now in this also we'll apply the equilibrium equation, because when I already applied this, then my system has become into the in an equilibrium mode, right? So I can apply the equilibrium equation to it, and that equilibrium equation says that T plus this 600 upon G into A is equal to 600, right? This T plus this is equal to this 600. So this is one equation, okay? And in this equation, A I already know. If I know the value of A, then T is 496.86. Now as I told you in the very beginning, that this question is a very practical one. Now see, let us say unfortunately at some point of time the rope just fails, right? That is there is a fracture in the rope and rope fails. Then what will happen? Then at that time A will be equal to what? G. And what do you mean by this? That means the reaction experienced by the man from the ground will be equal to 0. Now you can always feel, whenever you are going down into the lift, you seem a little bit lighter, right? And whenever you go on the upside, you feel a bit heavy. Why it is so? Because of these reactions. You can also see when the lift is going down, the reaction experienced by this man was very less. T is equal to 496, whereas the weight of the person was 600, but it was experiencing this only, right? So as soon as the value of A will increase, you will feel more lighter. The reaction will increase, right? So this is the practical question and practical answer, right? Okay, thank you.